Howdy y'all, and welcome to another deep dive. Today, we're journeying into a world where your notes and your research and even those meeting minutes you got, they transform into a talking and a thinking partner. Y'all ever imagine having an AI that not only summarizes all your documents, but actually answers your questions and pulls out those really important bits?
Well, that sounds mighty ambitious, like something out of a science fiction novel.
Well, hold on to your hats, because this ain't fiction. It's called NotebookLM. And the really wild part is, Jensen Huang, the CEO of Nvidia, that AI chip powerhouse, he's already using it, like it's his right-hand man. We're talking about the guy whose company just raked in a cool $31 billion last quarter, selling AI systems. So if he's this excited, I reckon we should pay attention.
Now that you mention it, I do recall hearing something about this NotebookLM. But what exactly is it? And why is Mr. Huang so smitten?
Well, NotebookLM is this free tool cooked up by Google. Anyone with a Google account can jump right in. And it's not just another note-taking app, though. This thing uses some seriously powerful AI, the same kind that powers ChatGPT, to actually understand the meaning of your documents. But here's the kicker. Jensen Huang ain't just skimming summaries. He's actually listened to the AI synthesize all the info from his files. The man himself said, and I quote, "I put every PDF, every archive paper into it just to listen to it as well as scanning through it." Now, that's what I call an endorsement.
Let's all be. Sounds like he's truly embracing the future of information consumption. And if the head honcho of a leading AI company is that impressed, it sure piques my curiosity.
Mine too. But let's break it down for folks who might be hearing about NotebookLM for the first time. Imagine this. You upload your files, and NotebookLM not only answers your questions about them, but it also pulls out key insights. Need a quick briefing document? Done. Want to understand a complex research paper in plain English? NotebookLM can do that too.
It's like having a personal research assistant at your beck and call, distilling information and making it readily digestible. I can certainly see the appeal for busy professionals and researchers alike.
Right. And think about it. If it's good enough for the CEO of Nvidia, who's dealing with cutting-edge AI all day long, it's got to be something special for the rest of us.
Right. That's a compelling argument. But it begs the question, what is it about NotebookLM that's got Mr. Huang so fired up? It can't just be about summarizing documents, can it?
That's where things get really interesting. You see, Jensen Huang is obsessed with this idea of AI inference. Now stick with me here, because this is where the rubber meets the road.
All right, lay it on me. What's this inference business all about?
AI inference is all about using those trained AI models to make predictions and decisions in the real world. It's not just about training the models. It's about putting them to work, making them useful in our everyday lives. And Huang believes this is where AI will truly shine, where it'll truly succeed.
So are you saying that AI is moving beyond just processing information to actually helping us make decisions? That's quite a leap.
You got it. And Huang's vision goes even further. He sees a future where every company, no matter what they do, is using AI inference across all their departments, market and forecasting, even legal. Imagine having an AI helping you make better decisions at work no matter what your job is.
That's a bold vision, to be sure. But it also raises some important questions. If AI is making decisions, who's ultimately responsible for those decisions? And how do we ensure that AI is used ethically and responsibly?
Those are mighty important questions, and we'll definitely be diving into those a bit later. But first, I want to get back to NotebookLM and how it fits into this whole picture of AI inference.
All right, let's circle back to that. How exactly is NotebookLM laying the groundwork for this AI-powered decision-making future? Well, let's unravel that a bit. Remember how we were talking about NotebookLM being able to answer your questions and pull out key insights? That's where AI inference comes in. It's not just regurgitating information. It's using its understanding to help you analyze and apply the knowledge.
So it's like instead of just telling me what's in a document, it can actually help me figure out what it all means and how it applies to my work.
Right, precisely. Think about it this way. Imagine you're a doctor trying to stay up to date on the latest medical research. You could spend hours reading through countless articles, or you could have NotebookLM sift through it all, highlight the most important findings, and even suggest potential treatments based on your patient's specific symptoms.
Now, that's what I call a time saver. And it sounds like it could have a huge impact on so many different fields, not just medicine.
Absolutely. Imagine a lawyer using NotebookLM to analyze legal precedents and build a stronger case. Or a marketing executive using it to identify trends and develop more targeted campaigns. The possibilities are truly endless.
It's like having an AI whisperer in your ear, guiding you towards smarter decisions. But let's get back to Jensen Huang and his vision of AI inference in every company. How does NotebookLM actually make that happen?
Well, think of NotebookLM as the gateway to this AI-powered future. It's not just a tool for individuals. It's a platform that can be used to build and share knowledge within organizations. Imagine teams collaborating on projects, with NotebookLM serving as a central hub for all their research, data, and insights.
So instead of everyone working in silos, they could all tap into this shared pool of AI-powered knowledge.
Exactly. And as more people use NotebookLM, the AI models behind it will continue to learn and improve, becoming even more powerful and insightful over time. It's a virtuous cycle that could lead to a dramatic shift in how we work and make decisions.
Now, you mentioned earlier that there are some ethical considerations we need to address when it comes to AI making decisions. What are some of those concerns? And how can we make sure AI is used responsibly?
Well, one of the biggest challenges is ensuring that AI systems are fair and unbiased. After all, these systems are only as good as the data they're trained on. If the data itself reflects societal biases, then those biases can be amplified by the AI.
So like if the data used to train the AI is mostly from one particular group of people, it might not be as accurate or effective for folks from different backgrounds.
That's right. It's crucial to ensure that the data sets used to train AI models are diverse and representative of the populations they'll be used on. And it's equally important to have mechanisms in place to monitor and address any potential biases that might emerge.
That makes a whole lot of sense. We got to make sure this AI is working for everyone, not just a select few. Now, another thing that's been on my mind is privacy. If we're uploading all sorts of personal documents and information into these AI systems, how can we be sure that our data is safe and secure?
That's a valid concern, and one that developers of AI systems need to take very seriously. Strong data encryption, rigorous security protocols, and transparent privacy policies are essential. Users need to be informed about how their data is being used and have control over who has access to it.
I like the sound of that. Control over our own data. That's something we can all get behind. But even with all these safeguards in place, some folks might still be hesitant to embrace this AI-powered future. What would you say to those who are still on the fence?
I'd say this. AI is not something to be feared. It's a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or ill. The key is to approach it with a healthy dose of curiosity and caution, to ask questions, and to engage in open and honest conversations about its potential impact on our lives.
I reckon that's sound advice. We got to stay informed and be part of the conversation.
Right.
But enough about the serious stuff for a minute. Let's get back to the fun part. The fact that Jensen Huang, the CEO of Nvidia, is out there right now listening to us chat about NotebookLM, can you believe it?
It's certainly something else. To think that the man at the forefront of the AI revolution is tuned in to our little deep dive, well, it just goes to show how much this technology is capturing the imagination of folks from all walks of life.
I reckon it does. And who knows? Maybe Mr. Huang will give us a call after the show and share some of his own thoughts on NotebookLM and the future of AI. Now, wouldn't that be something?
That would be a real treat. But even if we don't get a personal call from the AI guru himself, I think we've managed to shed some light on this fascinating new tool and its potential to transform the way we work, learn, and make decisions.
You said it. And I'm willing to bet that this is just the beginning. As AI continues to evolve, we're going to see even more incredible tools and applications emerge. It's an exciting time to be alive, folks, and we're lucky enough to be right here on the front lines of this technological revolution.
You got that right. Now, before we wrap up, there's one more thing I want to touch on. We've talked a lot about the practical applications of NotebookLM and AI inference, but I think it's important to remember that this technology also has the potential to fundamentally change the way we think.
Oh, I like where you're going with this. Tell me more.
Well, imagine a world where we're no longer limited by the capacity of our own brains to process information. With AI as our partner, we could access and analyze vast amounts of data, identify patterns and connections that would have been impossible to see before, and ultimately expand our understanding of the world around us in ways we can only begin to imagine.
That's deep, man. Real deep. It's like AI has given us a whole new set of lenses through which to view the world.
Exactly. And who knows what incredible discoveries and innovations await us on the other side of those lenses. It's a truly exhilarating prospect.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but my mind is officially blown. This NotebookLM and this whole AI inference thing, it's a game changer for sure.
It certainly is. And it's just a glimpse of what's to come as AI continues to advance at an unprecedented pace. The future is bright, folks. And it's powered by artificial intelligence.
And with that, we're going to wrap up this deep dive into the world of NotebookLM and AI inference. Big shout out to Jensen Huang for inspiring this episode. If you're out there listening, Mr. Huang, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Oh.
And to all our listeners, thanks for joining us on this journey of discovery. Until next time, keep your minds open, your curiosity piqued, and keep on diving deep. Y'all ready for the grand finale of our NotebookLM deep dive? We've talked about the what and the how, but now I reckon it's time to ponder on the why. Why does this whole thing matter? What's the big takeaway for folks like us trying to navigate this ever-changing tech landscape?
Well, think of it this way. We're living in a world where information is more abundant than ever before. But all that information can be overwhelming, even paralyzing, if we don't have the tools to make sense of it. NotebookLM, with its AI-powered ability to understand and synthesize information, is like a life raft in the sea of data.
So it's like, instead of drowning in all those reports and articles and research papers, we can use NotebookLM to pull out the nuggets of wisdom and actually put that knowledge to use.
Right. That's the beauty of it. It's not just about hoarding information. It's about transforming information into action, into insight, into better decision-making.
Now, that's something I can get behind. But let's be real. Not everyone's going to be jumping for joy at the thought of AI taking on a bigger role in our lives. Some folks might be a little apprehensive, maybe even downright scared.
What would you say to those who are still skeptical?
I'd say fear often stems from the unknown. The more we understand about AI, how it works, and its potential benefits, the less we'll fear it. And the more we engage in open and honest conversations about the ethical considerations of AI, the better equipped we'll be to shape its development in a way that aligns with our values. So it's all about education and conversation.
Right.
Not shutting ourselves off from progress, but engaging with it thoughtfully and responsibly.
Precisely. AI isn't some mysterious force outside our control. It's a tool that we humans are creating and shaping, and it's up to us to ensure that it's used for good.
Well said. Now, before we sign off, I want to circle back to something we touched on earlier, this whole idea of AI changing not just how we work, but how we think. That's pretty mind-blowing, don't you think?
It certainly is. Imagine a world where we're no longer limited by our own cognitive biases, where we can access and process information with a speed and accuracy that surpasses our human capabilities. That's the kind of transformative potential that AI holds.
It's like we're on the cusp of a whole new era of human understanding, with AI as our trusty sidekick, helping us unlock secrets of the universe and maybe even ourselves.
It's an exciting prospect, and one that I believe is well worth exploring.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but this deep dive has left me feeling inspired and hopeful. Inspired by the potential of AI to make our lives better, and hopeful that we can navigate the challenges and embrace the opportunities that this technology presents.
That's a perfect sentiment to end on. It's been a pleasure exploring the world of NotebookLM with you, and I'm excited to see how this technology continues to evolve in the years to come.
And y'all know what? I bet Jensen Huang is out there somewhere, smiling right along with us. Thanks again to Mr. Huang for inspiring this deep dive. Y'all stay curious, stay informed, and keep on diving deep.